off. I don't like this destination. I like a transfer to the express line. I gotta get off. Electric slide to the devil doors of life. Things are changing and it ain't the way I like. On the replay, wish I could get a replay. Don't mean to hold ya, but I wanna do over. Gas up the ship, shoot me a text and let me know when it is time. I wanna get off, I wanna get off. One star, would not recommend that we go far from here. I wanna get off, I wanna get off.
A music podcast for the culture. Wild, wild thoughts.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Wild Thoughts. Man, we got so much to talk about.
Really do, bro.
Like,
we're gonna do a 2-hour show and shit.
Jesus, man. I couldn't even put it all in the banner. We got to just do a whole One Nation Under Trump post that goes to talk to everything that's going on in that world. It's like its own Marvel universe of the amount of stuff that's going on right now. So I know we got to get into a lot of all that. So we're gonna get into all that. We're gonna get into Past the Aux. We're gonna look at a new artist named Kirby, who's super dope. We're gonna get into, Wild Bunch in December. We're gonna do the new LaFace show. Yeah. I think that's gonna be killer.
Yeah.
I've been having such a hard time. I was having such a hard time putting the set list together, but I think I got something that's at least a start.
I was gonna say, give it a couple of weeks, more killers are gonna come up that we haven't even thought about yet.
Yeah.
Especially from Outkast, man. Alone, that's some hard shit.
I mean, you could damn near do a whole Outkast show.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could damn near just do a whole Outkast Unplugged.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, and Usher. Like I was going through Usher. I'm like, damn, Usher. The thing about Usher, he got new joints even now that could go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
not to mention shit like Confessions or half that album.
I'm gonna say you literally could do a Confessions. You could do a confession show.
Yeah.
Because I think almost every song on that album was a single.
Yeah, a lot of them, definitely, for sure.
Yeah. Like when I say I was like having a hard time every time, I was like, oh, not this one. I was like, oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So
that's tough one right there, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So trying to let people get in before we get started, because sometimes we get started and people be like, I missed everything already.
Yeah, all good. I'm kind of trolling my own timeline to see if there's something else I missed in on social media.
Well, let's start with your boy Marvin Winans.
Yeah.
Can we start there?
Yeah, that's cool.
So there's a video. Let me see if I can find it, as a matter of fact. Let me see if I can find the video and we can play a bit of that.
Bad. He down bad. I got it right here, actually.
Okay, can you play it? Would it let you play stuff on Present?
I don't know. I'm actually, I'll see it on my computer, and I'm on the meeting on my phone. Let me just put the link in the chat. Give me one second.
Yeah. Oh, put it in the chat here on the screen.
Yeah, on the screen. Yeah,
so I can click it right from here.
This boy is like, he up early being a jerk.
Who?
Marvin.
Oh, hey man. And people the funny thing is seeing some of the church folks try to justify it, like, oh, this is the whole clip. I'm like, the whole clip don't make it better than me.
Yeah, it's bad. There's no way to slice that except
no, man.
Come out and apologize. All right, let me drop it in the chat here. I got it. All right, there it goes.
Yeah.
It starts right away with him chopping old girl down. Then it goes back and plays like the lead up to it. So
Okay.
you get the highlight that's right on the front of it.
All right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play it, and then we will discuss. Here we go. I'm not hearing nothing.
I, Roberta McCoy, given faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000,
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
well, that ain't what I asked you to do. Because we got in a habit of giving $3, $2. To when we first started, this is the truth. When we first started, I would work in the back counting. And I came out of church one Sunday. I said, "Well, the bank don't have no dollar bills because all the saints got all of them." No, that's what I said. The bank don't have no dollar bills. The saints got them. And today, I was moved because I recognize that some of us never thought that we would stand up and give with glee and joy as if it was $1 and it'd be $1,000. Now I need somebody to get up and give God praise because he brought you from a mighty. Hallelujah. I'm going to ask those that are here today that are prepared to give their sacrificial seed of giving of $1,000 plus one. If you're here, join me in the center aisle now. Let's give God praise as they come.
I, Roberta McCoy, given faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do. Thank you. All right. Yeah. All right, this is how it's gonna go. I, Pastor Marvin Winans, give in faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $7,500 because I use my day of giving. I use my app. Hold on, it's disappearing from me. Hold on. So hold on. That's wrong. What did I just do? Okay.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
That's it right there. Okay. And now I hit that. Okay. Yes. This is amazing because folk, listen, it's not too late. Hand me that other
Thank you.
sheet of paper. Though, just give me all of those.
Thank you.
I'm really slowing this down.
Yeah. So as you can see, hold on. Why are we not up?
Oh no, I can hear it, but I don't see anything.
Yeah, like what's going on? Let's see. All right, there we go. Now, as you can see, to me, even the correction or whatever they trying to, the justification, it didn't work for me.
Nah, oh boy, he was about 3 or 4 kinds of wrong with that shit.
It just didn't work for me. Even if she got in the wrong line or whatever, the way he talked to her was so nasty. And you could see the shift in the little boy, because I feel like that little boy was proud for his little $235 that he raised.
Yeah.
So then you had your pastor shit on your little $235 offering
in front of everybody too.
In front of everybody, because even if he wanted to make that correction, let's say even if he wanted to make that correction, I still even think it's whack, right?
Yeah.
To pull it to the side and do it later, but to do it like that in front of everybody, and everybody like, well, she was in the wrong line. I don't care. She's up there giving $1,200 to the church.
Right. Yeah. That's what I tripped off of. I didn't even realize she was in the wrong line and all that, but it was just somebody gonna come out their pocket, from their day-to-day income and put up a stack and $1,200. It's just like, bro,
I would have snatched my little $1,200 so fast.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That would have been one of those viral videos, and that was the moment Marvin realized he fucked up.
And even her trying to be like, well, I'll try to work on the other 800. He like, that ain't what I asked you to do. I'm like, damn,
like, you ungrateful bastard.
Yeah.
It's terrible, man. Yeah, that rubbed me the wrong way, man.
That pissed me smooth off.
Yeah, and see, that's what makes people, in my personal opinion, let me start there, makes people disgruntled or just had enough of the church. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of vibe where it's the focus. Well, first off, the focus is on money. You know what I'm saying? And I think pastors have a lot of audacity to get up and tell the congregation what they need to give. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And first off, and then to play it out that way when that doesn't happen, you don't know what that lady goes through in her day to day. Because some people will sacrifice for the church before they'll sacrifice for themselves. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when somebody steps up with that money, even a $50 offering on a Sunday is like, that's a tough one sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So $1,200, it's like, bro, you gotta have some gratitude, even if I got it wrong. Still be at least present grateful for the effort, the sacrifice, and all that.
Yeah, Shannon said sometimes people do what they want to do instead of follow instruction. I don't even if she didn't follow instruction, she's giving $1,200 to your church. Right. And that, to me, as a pastor, there's no reason to talk to your congregation like that. Because to me, the tone, it was very nasty. It was a very nasty tone that he hit her with.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she didn't commit some crime that's so bad, getting in the wrong line, that to me, that it merited that. He acted like she came up there and made it rain, threw the money at his face, like slapped him with like $1,000 bills, like slapped him with the bills or something. You know what I mean? Like I didn't like that. I didn't think it needed to be that.
Yeah, that was tough to watch, man.
Yeah, man. When I first saw it, and what pissed me off more was like, the people trying to justify it. Like, to me, there's no justification you know, for that. Sounds like this was something that they had been building up to, just one spur of the moment. I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I don't care.
The pathway to get there is less important.
Because the
than
whole
how
point
you
is
treat
all
the
she was
person
trying to
in the
do
moment.
was give. Like, no matter
Right.
how you slice it, all she was trying to do was give to the church. Even if she did it wrong, if you even want to say that, even if she did it wrong, there was no reason to talk to her like that.
And he could have even said, "Thank you," just to reiterate. You know, this line is da da da, and just kind of cleaned it up after the fact for the make a lane for the next person to not get it wrong, and just be gracious about the one that did, because it was, like you said, she given to the church. That's all her whole motivation, right?
What up,
So,
Kendall?
yeah,
Kendall, see, Kendall knows what's up. Kendall was a PK. Kendall grew up, you know, his parents pastors, but he said Winans forgot those 40-something years ago. All those $1 bills, inflation has made hundreds and thousands, and also those $1 bills bought all their albums and got them where they are today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you shitting on people little pennies and they little bread, but like sometimes that's all they got. I've seen people put their last in and get
That's what I
embarrassed.
was saying. That's what I was saying. So you can't be like looking at it like you bring a little funk ass $1,200. Like, nigga, this is $1,200. You know,
Let somebody give me $1,200 and they got in the wrong line. Thank you.
He got that big diamond ring on his hand. Like, they can put that in the damn collection plate. If you want to feel like you raised some money, cash that ring in. So yeah, that was all kinds of wrong. That was just, I don't know.
But I think that makes me go to the broader point of, you know, like what you was talking about was like, I've seen so many people turned off by a lot of the leaders of the church today, and how they move, how they operate. Me and my brother and my dad was literally just talking about how when we was growing up, bro, when we was little kids, churches was full of kids and teenagers, like full, like where you thought the next generation would have been huge because we had so many kids and teenagers. But what happened was, and I watched this happen at so many churches, especially specifically in LA, like those little Baptist churches, like my grandfather's was, like all the little Baptist churches, they like all fellowship together. They all kicked it. Like I went to Kendall's dad's church, and his dad's church came to my church, and I went to, you know, Reverend Smith church, and so on and so forth. A lot of times, and it wasn't even, the funny thing is, a lot of times it wasn't even the pastor. It would be like some deacon or some old lady who was just really driving all the kids away.
Yeah.
Like, tell them, oh, we don't like the way you dress. That, like, I remember once one lady got up in the pulpit, because our church, like I said, was full of kids and we was teenagers. So my granddaddy let us dress like we dressed at school at church. That was like the beginning of like, y'all don't really wear suits like that. So y'all go, if y'all want to wear y'all Dockers and button down shirts, that's fine. And because of that, so many kids felt comfortable. We had so many kids from the school coming to our church. She got in the pulpit with a room full of kids and was like, my God is not a hip-hop God. What? She literally said that. She literally said that in the pulpit to the kids that was there trying to, like, first of all, you gotta, like, yeah, baby, you got a lot of these kids trying to find their way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you got a lot of these kids trying to find their way. You got a lot of these kids figuring out, a lot of these kids in the church for the first time because they don't come from a church family.
Right.
And then you have that. I had a pastor come to me and say, God told me to tell you stop gangbanging. Nigga, I ain't never gangbanged in my life. What are you talking about? Just because I'm not wearing a suit and because, you know, I had earrings, I had the diamond earrings, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't never gang. What do you, God didn't tell you that.
Yeah.
Or whatever God told you, that's lying to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Kendall said, Winans family been doing gospel since the 70s. Let people obtain their blessings so their $1,000 offerings will feel like $1 bills. He said, yes, sir. Talking about when we used to go to his church. Not a good year for Marvin's this year in church. SAP closed the doors and Winans reprimanding the $1,200 people for being in the $2,000 line. That sounds crazy when you put it like that, when you say it out loud.
Yeah.
So
the fact that there's a $2,000 line, period, that you got, you know what I'm saying? That's some audacious shit to begin with.
Shannon said, "What does that mean, hip hop God?" Listen, that's basically we wasn't up to their liking. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't give them what they felt church was supposed to look like. So they like literally drove a lot of the youth out of the church. Like that's why you got so many people that's our age, our generation, stop going to church.
He said,
Like
God ain't for the streets. He ain't for the streets, nigga.
Yeah. Go to the in the house. Hold on real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so you lost a whole generation of people because they didn't like our music. They didn't like, the way we dressed. They didn't like that we wasn't so buttoned up. But like I remember I had a homegirl who was at the church, and she was like, again, she come from not a super church family, so she didn't have a lot of church clothes. She wanted to be an usher, so she wore the only black skirt she had. And what they do, instead of getting her some clothes, they was like, "Oh, you inappropriate. You can't be an usher today." And after that, she never wanted to be an usher again. You know what I'm saying? She stopped participating. And I was just like, that's just an example of what I've seen so many times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. And shit like the capacity for stuff like that to go viral now, man, you really got to be aware of what how you move.
That's crazy, Shannon.
What?
She said, I remember wearing one of my homecoming outfits, which was a pantsuit to church, and they made me put on a choir robe.
That's that old school. That's that super old school church right there, bro.
Yeah, God told you stop practicing music and being a part of the music ministry. Exactly. I had an argument with a deacon who was just like, y'all make music and y'all supposed to make music for God, and y'all making the secular music. I was like, well, if you say God gave me my gifts, who you think is giving me these songs to write? Like, it can't be like, you can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
Like, either he gave me this gift and he didn't, and the gift that he gave me is to write songs this way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like if he wanted me to write gospel songs and make gospel music,
Yeah, it would inspire you differently.
Yeah, like if that's what if that's what I was supposed to be doing, that's what he would have put on my heart was gospel records.
Yeah.
And at the time, that's not what he gave me. You know what I'm saying? So all that stuff, like I said, I feel like we lost a whole generation.
Yeah, I can see it, man. And kids, I mean, at the age where I grew up and you grew up, you think more. You think more critically and shit, you know what I'm saying? So your responses are different. You don't just blindly, listen to what somebody says and without, not necessarily arguing back, but you're going to like give it some thought. You ain't going to just accept something at face value and shit. So some of that stuff will make you feel some kind of way.
Shannon said on the flip side, I think the church dress code for men and women is too lax now. I mean, I don't too much worry about how people dress. I feel like if they there, because I think what people forget is the relationship ain't with you in the building. The relationship is with you and God, or at least it's supposed to be.
Right.
You said what? Oh, Aretha. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like my pa said, he said they accepted Aretha from the church, but I ain't Aretha. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, Aretha would have big records out, and they would love to get Aretha to come sing at the church, even while she was doing her secular music. But you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Shannon, I get it where they say, there's time and place need to be appropriate. But one, like I said, first of all, a lot of people don't even know etiquette because there's nobody in the church teaching like that anymore either. Like teaching like, oh, this is the etiquette. This is how you should dress for this occasion. I get that. But also, just like with anything, fashion has changed through the years too. You know what I'm saying? Like fashion has changed. So because fashion has changed, I think Quincy said the sowing seed speech while asking for money is a pet peeve. Jesus raised a nigga from the dead for free. With the relationship comes respect for yourself and the Lord. I don't agree with that, Sean. I'm really not with the respectability politics when it comes to the church, because I don't think the way you dress, if you don't agree with the way I dress, don't mean I don't respect myself. You just don't like the way I dress. If you don't like the way I dress, that don't mean I don't respect myself, and it don't mean I don't respect the Lord. So I disagree wholeheartedly with that. What happened to come as you are, Dave? Hey, that been out the door a long time. And the funny thing is, I used to always laugh when they used to be like, you supposed to dress a certain way. I'm like, nigga, in the Bible times, they ain't have suits. These niggas had linen cloths. These niggas had robes. So who's to say that we supposed to wear suits? That was some shit from down south.
Well, the only thing I'll give some credence to on that is I've seen, some club dresses at church. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, yeah, it's revealing. Now that I would say there's got to be
like I said, I know there's a line for everything, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
even in dealing with the line, just like how the pastor talked to that lady about that 1200, I think it's how you deal with stuff. It's how you talk to people. It's how you present stuff. Like I said, the young lady who had a short skirt, because that's literally, she knocked from a church family. She didn't really have church clothes. She wanted to be an usher really bad, and they just clowned her, chastised her, didn't tell her, oh, let us get you a skirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kendall, he said, us brothers for sure love to visit Pastor Moore, Holy Pick. Yeah, man, that was y'all was my dogs, man. I used to love when y'all came through. What up, Rex? You been MIA? What rock or who you hiding under?
Yeah, that's what that is.
The scripture is referring to your spirit and your soul. I think that's in reference to David talking about come as you are.
Yeah.
I think it is referring to your spirit and your soul, but I also think that if you put too much emphasis on what people wear and they're not coming from a church background, I think you'll lose a lot of people. And I think the whole point is supposed to be to bring souls in, correct? They wore robes with no drawers on with sandals to hear Jesus speak. Exactly.
Quincy's on the gangster pulpit.
Scam artists. Ever wonder why there's so many churches in the Black community? Ooh, that can get a little touchy.
Well, the focus is always on the money. It seems like in the wrong. You can tell if the church is trying to do shit for guidance. If they got an ATM in the lobby, then they about their bread, and the messaging is kind of secondary. So
yeah,
that's really what kind of turned me off, man.
I've always had an issue with mega churches in the community. And listen, I don't mind the church making money, right? But if you're a mega church in the community and the people in your community are hurting and you're not helping them, but you're like prospering, you got mansions, you got jets, and the people who are helping you get mansions and jets are poor and hurting and giving their last to you. That's what I have a problem with. Yeah. Like if you can afford jets, then you can afford to do a whole lot in the community. You know what I'm saying? Like you can uplift that entire community with whatever you spent on that jet, because a jet is not a necessity. It's not a need. I mean, you could even, as a pastor, fly first class if you just have to. If you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm not mad at you flying first class everywhere, but if you have enough money to get a jet and you're in an impoverished community, because I would see mega churches in super impoverished communities, and I'm like, people catching the bus to give you their money while you're driving a Bentley into the church. That bothers me.
Yeah. And if you up in the pulpit saying, give and the Lord is going to bless you, you know what I'm saying? Because you're giving your last, then give your last, you know what I'm saying? Be seen doing that thing that you're telling other people to do, So
David said, yeah. He said, but if I stroll in from the streets and I'm trying to get my life together, wearing everything I own, then what? Exactly, David. And that's my point. And that's why I say, like, when people, like, I didn't used to like when people would come in and they would maybe be homeless or, going through a rough patch, and the church would make him leave. Like, you can't be in here. Like, that used to break my heart, because I'm like, that's what we supposed to be. These people are in need, in real need. But they don't fit the decorum of what you think church folks should look like, so you literally kick them out. At least, or if you're gonna take them, give them some food, give them some clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know, man. Like I said, I grew up in the church, and I saw the small church side, and I saw the mega church side, so I was exposed to a whole lot. Some party skirts I didn't mind. My jaw might have dropped. She was good looking, and most of them were. What up, Cofield? Happy belated birthday, everybody. Shout out to Cole. He had his birthday just passed, my guy. Come as you are in the Bible. but a lot of pastors of mega churches make outside income from books, speaking engagements, and recordings. They do, Shannon, but the bulk of that, they was only able to make money from books, speaking engagements because of the money they made as pastors. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't they was book writers and then they got a mega church. That's never how it works. It wasn't they got speaking engagements and then they became pastors. No, it's because they had money from a mega church and now they have the infrastructure to be able to write books, to be able to do speaking engagements and recordings at the church because the church paid for all that. You know what I'm saying? So I can't rock with the, oh, well, they make outside income. Like, yeah, they got to the point where they can make outside income because of what the church people gave them, where the church people got them to. Trust me. If it was the other way around, I wouldn't mind. If they were motivational speakers who got rich off of books and stuff and then open a church, that would be one thing. But that is not the vast majority of how that works. The vast majority of how it works is the church gets them to a certain place and gets them to a certain stature. And now they have to figure out how to stay in that place, stay in that stature. And it just, you know, I don't know, it just made me sad. It just made me sad to see him do that to a member who was thinking she was being obedient by giving $1,200. And we don't know her story, but I don't think $1,200 is easy to come by for a lot of people these days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So again, and even bigger than that, it's a little boy next to her who gave his little $235. You know what I'm saying? Who he was proud in that moment. He was proud to go up there and stand and be like, I'll raise $235 for my pastor. And so for the pastor to do that while that little boy was up there, that's one of them things that I call it a villain origin story. That's one of them things where at that point he's probably like, I'm never coming to church again. I ain't never giving no money. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And I've seen that so many times. Like, I've seen that in churches. Yeah, my pops, he said, you know, my pops was in a gospel group when I was young, and he used to tour with all those guys. He used to tour with Commission, the Clark Sisters, and the Winans. And he always said, he's been saying for years, he's like, the Winans, especially Marvin, always been super arrogant, kind of a-hole guys. And he was like, this is just a reflection of who he always been. It's kind of just, it's creeping out like that. Yeah, that like he like pops like he always been a hole like that. That wasn't like an accident. It just crept out. Quincy said, just keep it 100. Say we need money to pay bills, building funds, but don't say to sow my seed with the Lord, I need to give a certain amount. Agreed.
Even the building fund and shit was a little suspect back in the day, man.
Cause we ain't never built nothing.
Like, when we gonna start using it? The toilet don't flush still in the bathroom. I've been going here 8 years.
And the toilet still don't flush.
Yeah.
You still gotta put a thing under the
right.
jiggle the
handle and
shit. To watch me tear up that check in front of the parish would be priceless. Hey, I would have took my little $100 back so fast.
For real.
But yeah, Quincy, I'm with you too. Like you said, keep it real. Don't try to say like, in order for God to bless you, you have to do it this way. Or how you gonna put a price on God's blessings? Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you give me $1,000, this is the kind of blessing you get. If you give me $2,000, you get that blessing premium, nigga.
Yeah.
You get basic blessings with the $1 bills.
Platinum, gold,
get,
silver,
yeah.
bronze level blessings.
You got bronze level blessings. But yeah, man.
You only tithe, so you know, good luck. Buy a lottery ticket. See what happens.
You might get a free lunch or something one day. Yeah. That's extending your blessings with these little $1 bills.
Yeah.
You breaking up in here.
A 7th car wash is free ticket that got 6 car washes on it already. Hypocrisy is why I love preaching Jesus' resurrection, then have an Easter egg hunt for the kids after church.
Yeah, man. I feel you, Dave. Like I said, a lot of people left because of that too, Dave. A lot of people left because of the hypocrisy. You know, them old folks acting like they was perfect, you know, coming down on the teenagers all the time. Like I said, I seen that like literally take a whole section of the church out, like take a whole generation, I would say, like a whole generation of church, then have us segregated by the amount we giving. Yeah, now that's wild. That's wild. Segregating by the amount. because I remember I saw a pastor pull some money out and was like, "Who gave this crumpled up money? Don't be putting no crumpled up money in there. I don't want to see this ugly money." I was like, "This is crazy." Warren said, "Now if the church was giving out home loans, the money would be worth it. But when they need it back, let's pray. Nigga pay." But that's what I'm saying. Like if you're a mega church in the middle of the hood, the community should be doing better.
Yeah.
Yep. Pop said that's why you can't really say nothing about Tyler Perry, because he literally bought a whole community. Give me a bag of those waffles. How y'all feel about Drake's lawsuit being dismissed? I'm glad it's over. I'm glad it's done, and this does not help his Karen-ness at all.
Well, what's funny is the label reminds me of like when your parents whoop the shit out of you and then treat you nice after. They're like, go and get you some some cake, baby. And you know, they're like, yeah, fuck Drake, but we look forward to like
working with it. Yeah.
I was like, damn, that sounds like my grandmother's running the label and shit. Fuck that nigga Drake, but get on in and get you some cake, Drake, and we looking forward to promote this new album.
He said, remember that Damon Wayans skit? Somebody put change in the basket. Exactly, Ron. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what
good
I'm saying.
Old
like,
church, man, a black community staple.
Well, and that's the thing. The black church used to be the black community staple, right?
Yeah.
It used to be one of the things that held the community together, and it's not that anymore.
Yeah, the credibility is kind of been damaged a little bit, man. But
yeah, the most gayest shit I've ever seen: a lawsuit and a rap battle,
and lose it though,
and
too,
lose it. Yeah, like that's like the L of the first L you took of even filing a lawsuit, and then losing it. And now we got the Dodgers versus the Blue Jays in the World Series. So everybody says Drake versus Kendrick again for the World Series.
And then still got to do business though with the label that you're accused of colluding with.
Yeah, like how is that going to work? Like everybody looking at you like, oh, here comes Drake to play his album.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get into that too, man, I wanted to get into this weekend. We had the No Kings protest where 7 million people.
Yeah.
7 million people showed up to protest, and our president, our sitting president, posted an AI video of him wearing a crown while he's saying, "I'm not no king. I'm not trying to be a king." But he posted a video of him wearing the crown, flying a jet,
himself,
yeah, flying himself, dropping shit and feces on people at the protest. This is what a sitting president is posting on social media. This is where we are.
Yeah, if your president's 12 years old. But
this is insane.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible, man. It's a disgrace. And the world is watching. That's the other thing about internet shit is global. So
yeah,
every country that you're demanding bend the knee and follow your lead and make peace and all this shit, everybody sees you doing this dumb shit. So it's a real black eye on America and as a whole, whether you voted for him or not. You know what I'm saying? He's a fucking child, man.
I think the thing that this administration is showing more than anything is like how like once you become president, you're supposed to be president of all people. You're supposed to be president of Democrats and Republicans. He's showing that I'm literally just here to be president for Republicans, but even not really, because he's shitting on the Republicans. They catching it bad.
Yeah,
like Republicans are catching it bad themselves. So I don't, on his app that he's profiting from. Yeah. And I don't know if y'all saw, he asked the DOJ, he's asking for, basically Trump asked for reparations. He's asking for $230 million because they investigated him. And do you know what cost $230 million, V-Ray? You want to guess what cost $230 million exactly?
I don't know what.
Ding, 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 ding. The banquet hall this nigga's trying to build in the White House.
Yeah. Well, the banquet hall is already bankrolled by private businesses, though. You know that, right?
Yeah, but he's asked for 230 million. That's literally just he said, I got a question. Why is he building the banquet hall if he plans on because he don't plan on leaving, David?
Right, exactly.
That's because he does not plan on leaving.
He already said you won't have to vote again if you get me in this time. And his homeboy just bought Dominion, the voting machine company.
Yep. And he talking about going back to paper ballots. So the fix is about to be in already. Trump, Israel say peace and always go back to war. Yeah, like first of all, we knew that ceasefire was BS because they said Israel literally the day they signed the ceasefire was bombing them.
Yeah. And since then they bombed again and killed like 90 people and shit.
Quincy said, I need the White House to hire Michael Jackson doctor as a primary caregiver.
Yeah.
He's the president for the 1%. There you go, Ron. He's the president for the 1%. And sometimes he don't even give a damn about them. They said Trump, if I'm not mistaken, they said since Trump has been in his White House, him and his family has been enriched by like $20 billion or something like that.
Yep. And not to mention these places where he's going, these countries where he's going to like negotiate shit, like Israel, whenever the smoke clears, whether it's within this this term or not, if you can call this a term after 4 years, he's still in office. But he's already lined himself up to have properties in that new Gaza.
Yeah.
So he's everything that he's negotiating or he's involved in the U.S. in, he's getting some kind of stipend. It's like a mob boss. He's like getting his beak wet in this shit. Like when he's taking over these businesses or negotiating. What company was that where he negotiated some kind of cut for himself that he said was going to the government? Was
it Intel or something like that?
I think it was Intel. It was some chip company or something like that. So how the fuck is that? And you got the jet from Qatar that in the agreement or whatever was passed that will allow him to keep it after he's not president any longer. They set it up so it gets donated to the Donald Trump library or the archives or whatever and shit. It's like this motherfucker is setting up. It's very transactional. Everything he's doing, whether you call it in the name of peace or whatever, there's a profit margin in there for him.
Yep. I'm betting his name gets put on a banquet hall. I agree, Dave. I agree. It's funny because they talk about how bad the optics are. They like he's literally taking a wrecking ball to the White House, like literally and figuratively. Ron said, "I don't want to hear shit." He meant left. I want to hear shit from the left about doing what's right or in the Constitution. Listen, the only one I see saying let's play ball like them is Gavin Newsom. That's like literally the only one who just like listen. We can't keep like I did the analogy I made last week. The Democrats keep trying to box while the Republicans are UFC fighting. So they like trying to box and keep their hands down and they get kicked in the head. And they're like, hey, we're boxing. The Republicans like, okay, you're keep boxing. Yeah, you're boxing. you keep boxing, all right?
Yeah, Marcus of Queensberry rules and shit.
Because first of all, to watch all the stuff that he's doing going unchecked, like he is the definition of who gonna check me, boo. Like doing whatever he wants as president, not even going through Congress to do anything. Right. And then the Republicans in Congress not even pushing back, like, hey, we might be going a little too far. You know what I mean? Because like I don't know if y'all saw, ICE is even taking down young black kids in Chicago that are American citizens. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just like we said, after they were messing with the civil rights of Latinos, all like, y'all know who next, right? Like civil rights is all when they mess with civil rights, that's always a way to get the black folks, no matter what. They said that's why I'm independent. Dems are and Republicans will lie, cheat. Yeah, man. Like you can't. I'm like, y'all trying to play by these rules and have all this decorum with savages.
Yeah, motherfucking ICE agent shot a U.S. Marshal today. Did you hear?
Wait,
no bullshit. I'm looking at the headline right now in L.A. Times. Chaotic shooting of suspect and deputy. Oh fuck, my screensaver came. And Deputy U.S. Marshal highlights increased aggression in ICE crackdowns. Talk about friendly fire. This motherfucker shot a U.S. Marshal and shit. Incident wounded and U.S. Deputy Marshal, who authorities said was hit by a ricochet. Oh, he was hit by a ricochet bullet. But the fact that there's gunfire at all in an immigration enforcement thing,
like,
and this motherfucker's probably a taco stand operator and shit. He whip it out and shit. It's just randomly firing and shit. Like,
I'm telling you, it's embarrassing. It's like a joke. It's like a Chappelle skit, but it's real life.
Yeah. And how about the fucking live ordinances that they fired over from Camp Pendleton, and that one blew up in the air and shit, and all the shrapnel came down on the 5 freeway and shit. Like, niggas is just, they doing whatever the fuck they want. They just think of some shit and do it. Christy Nome getting 2 private jets and shit. 2, nigga, like not even one.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like it's literally so ridiculous, man. And like I said, it's so much. Trump is really trying to exhaust you because it's so much. Like, we only missed last week, and look how much stuff happened in a week.
Yeah, and that gerrymandering case is before the Supreme Court right now.
Yeah,
so that's really the thing that's flying under the radar while all this crazy shit is going on.
Shannon, you are correct, and I think that is his plan. That's why he's trying to keep the government shut down. Listen, when these people start stealing because their aid has been cut off, he's going to use that to send in the National Guard and claim martial law.
Well,
what YouTuber got shot?
Trying to trigger people now.
Yeah, I think that's what he was trying to do with ICE too, Shannon. Having them just jump out on people in the streets. He's trying to have somebody. He want civilians to start shooting at ICE so he could say, "See, this is why." Because they tried it in Portland, but they were like Portland, where he threw bricks. They're like, that's not enough. Like one or two people throwing bricks is like that's not enough to call in the National Guard. But he wasn't getting no more reaction from nowhere.
It was funny in Portland. They started showing up in the fucking like inflatable frog costumes and shit. At the exact opposite end of the spectrum from how violent they were making out Portland to be in their press conferences and shit like that. Then motherfuckers show up in like inflatable dinosaur suits and shit. It's like, this is the person you're gonna tackle and take down and like beat the shit out of Barney and you know what I'm saying, dinosaurs and anime characters and shit.
Yeah,
they couldn't make it sick in Portland.
David said a police state is the plan. Yeah, that's the plan. That's that's what they've been trying to get going, man.
That's what Russia did, and that's what Germany did.
And I love how all these you can't believe your own lying eyes. Hey, when I say you talk about the Republicans sitting lying straight in your face, like looking at you, like, for example, I was just about to start talking about all these pundits on CNN talking about how we gotta root out all the racism in the Republican Party, and then you see that Republican chat, and they try to say, "Oh, these are little kids." Like, they ain't kids. These young Republicans is like 30. The youngest, the oldest one was like 40 something, and they were like a sitting congressman or councilman somewhere in Vermont. Yeah. Like, and then you had another one, somebody that Trump nominated, to run a task force, who said, "I have a Nazi streak, I must admit."
Yeah, what was his name? Nominee.
As much as we laugh, this will have generational impact. Absolutely. And this is what I'm afraid of, Ron. That even after, if Trump ever gets out of office, but even after he's out of office, I think some of the damage is going to be so irreparable. I don't know what it's going to look like to try to get the country back on track. It's one of the things, like, a lot of these things you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube.
Yeah,
a lot of these things that he's doing and changing. Shannon says, do you believe the reports that say the Mexican cartel is offering a bounty for shooting ICE officers? I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't believe that shit though, man. Look at the shit that the DOJ put out about the kid who they stole his TikTok video and then reworked it to make it look like he was threatening the ICE agents because of the $50,000 bounty and shit. And it was a video from 2 years ago.
Yeah,
and it was something, I forgot what it was, but it was like a funny video.
And they were talking about Iran
and all that shit to make it look like it was a threat so they could come after dude. And dude, I just saw his video, his response video, like he was freaking out, like he's been getting death threats and shit like that, and didn't even know at first why, and found out that they had repurposed his video for propaganda and shit, fake propaganda, unfortunately, with AI's assistance, and made it look and sound like it was a new post about him talking shit about ICE is gonna catch it because they worth $50,000 a piece now and shit.
Yeah,
that shit's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, and I think like a lot of this stuff, I think ICE is trying to put out to try to spark shit.
Yeah, because you know, I think too, just like this motherfucker said, he in a press conference that he approved covert operations in Venezuela because they had blew up a couple of Venezuelan boats and shit, saying it was drug dealers. Like, if you're gonna do a covert operation, you don't get in a fucking news conference and say the shit, right? So by that same premise, I don't think that if the cartel was trying to get some motherfuckers killed, that they would be like announcing it, like put it out, it's a green light on ICE agents and shit. Like, where do you go to collect? You know what I'm saying? If you killed one and shit, like this shit's too organized. And there was a price. It wasn't just 50 grand. It was like a certain number, a certain amount for something, and a certain amount for something else. And 50,000 was to kill an ICE agent. Like, these motherfuckers coming up with like a pay scale and shit. You know, the cartel, like a bronze, gold, and
like they running it like a legit business.
Yeah, like what cartel is gonna do that shit? And how did you find out? Did they put out a press release, nigga? Like, how did they get the shit into the AP cycle and shit so they could start getting spread? Or how did ICE, the main motherfuckers who's supposed to be getting killed, how did they get a hold of the news? All the details too, you know.
Yeah,
it's just stupid, man.
David said, I've been telling people, especially our people, to wake up. This country will not be the same country we grew up in within the next few years. No, definitely not. That's why I say it's like some of this division, some of the stuff you're seeing, like, it's not, because a lot of these racists who came out, they don't get to go back into the closet after Trump is gone.
Right. They stay in power. And so the Supreme Court's impacted long term, and these officials that have gotten elected on these platforms, unless they get voted out, they stick around even when Trump is gone. And Trump ain't leaving his damn self.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so frustrating. Like I said, even when you try to be like, I don't want to talk about it, you kind of have to talk about it because there's so much going on and he's doing so many things, man. And the government shutdown is still going. I hope the Democrats will hold steady and don't let Medicare and the medical and SNAP benefits and all that, you know, get tortured the way they trying to crater it. I hope they hold steady and don't fall to the pressure.
Yeah, I mean that's their only play. You know what I mean at this point, because they've already been too weak to negotiate the shit any other way. You know what I'm saying? They don't have muscle in Congress, you know, in the House and shit to do the shit through votes and, you know what I'm saying, submitting bills and shit. So this is their power play. So I hope like hell you're right, bro, that they just, you know what I'm saying, stick it out. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't anyway. Might as well get something out of it. You know what I mean? And the Republicans can't keep the shit shut down forever because it's a black eye on them already, you know? So the longer it runs out and people stop getting their checks, like the first round of checks ain't gonna get paid Friday and shit, and then if another pay cycle comes around and, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers, they won't swear in the chick that won that election, and where was it, New Mexico or wherever, New Hampshire, I forgot where it is.
Yeah,
and just not doing government business at all. You know.
Yeah, because they won't even swear her in because they know she's got the deciding vote to make sure the Epstein files are released.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying, it's really, I think the damages the Republicans, and plus all this other transparent shit that they're trying to say is going on that's clearly, you know, easy to prove that is not happening, like how violent the No Kings protest was going to be, and how wild and radical the Democrats are, and what dire straits we're in financially, while they're spending like the $230,000 for the construction at the White House, the 2 jets, the $1 billion that it's going to take to convert that Qatar jet, the 40 billion that they just gave Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? So that's all just bad looking shit on their grade card. The only thing that may be a parachute for them is not having to worry about the election, not getting voted out because of their actions and shit. They already canceled elections in Georgia and Florida and a few states that were due to have the midterm elections this year and just said we're not having it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We'll have it next year. So they're already pulling shit, trying to align with the timelines when elections just ain't gonna happen anymore and shit.
Kendall said, who's the next president? Honestly, Ken, I don't even know who the next president is. I watched the interview with Gavin Newsom and Van Lathan. It's actually a really good interview too. If y'all get a chance, go watch it. But he was basically saying, he said, I think the problem with the Democratic Party is they keep waiting for like another Obama. They keep waiting for a savior instead of actually doing the work in the cities locally and becoming Obama. Yeah. You know what I mean? He was like, if you had somebody who was doing the work, they will reveal themselves. The people doing the work will reveal themselves. Yeah. And he said everybody in the Democratic Party, they just keep waiting for a savior. He like, we don't need to wait for a savior. We need to work, and then you will see who the leader should be. Like the leader, will show itself. So I don't know. Shannon said Dem should let them have their way. Really let the red states feel it. Well, the problem is, Shannon, ain't just gonna be the red states that feel it. If they gut Medicaid, Medi-Cal, that's gonna affect Black and brown people more adversely than anybody else. So that's why we can't do the fuck around and find out with that. Because that means you talk about gutting SNAP benefits in the hood, you're gonna be creating wolves.
Well, there's more white people on some of those benefits than black, but they don't face the same kind of adversity just being in your own skin that black people do. So it's probably going to hit different, but there's a lot of Republicans that's going to be impacted too. That's just because of that fallacy that the Republicans propagate that there's more blacks freeloading benefits and shit, but that's definitely not the case.
But also, I don't want to see what it's going to look like when people really, really hurting. People are already hurting. You don't want to see what it look like when people really, really hurting.
Well, my thing is this: like you said, they need a lion at leading the forefront. I'd be happy to see a Gavin Newsom presidential ticket with what's the girl's name from Texas?
Jasmine Crockett.
Jasmine Crockett, or a fucking Pete Buttigieg, or somebody like that. They really speaks. I'd even take Isaiah. What's his face? What's that dude's name that they arrested and threw him out of the hearing in Texas about the
I forgot his name with the afro. Dude with the afro.
No, Isaiah Martin.
Oh, okay.
You know who he is?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, he's an outspoken Texas. I don't know if he's a congressman or what the fuck he is. Right? No, he's not.
I agree, Shannon. And Shannon, I think California might do that if the shutdown goes so long. I think California, because Newsom been talking about that, divert our tax money to the people of the state. I think he might do that.
Yeah, and that's a real threat too.
Because he said we basically give more money than we give more income tax than any other state in America.
Yeah, especially the states that be trying to talk shit about California. Don't even toe their own weight.
Yeah, talking about how terrible California is, but y'all need our bread to even exist.
Right. Yeah, to fund your fucking programs in your state. Yeah. So, but I was saying that about the ticket to say that that if motherfuckers get aggressive, the Republicans playbook is out there. Project 2025 is a known entity. This motherfucker buying the Dominion voting machines, that's known. There's a year to game plan to push back on that shit. So if motherfuckers really let their balls drop and really got into some not defensive, some offense instead of defense and shit like that. They may be able to address the voter fraud and shit that's coming down the pipeline. You can't wait till election time, election season, and start doing this shit. If they start grouping now and getting a fucking game plan together, they'd be a better adversary by election time next year.
Exactly. And on that note, man, let's get into some better fare. Let's get into some music. I don't know if y'all saw, but I just want to make this quick announcement. check it out.
MCA, now we bring the home of Face Fam. Wild Bunch label match returns to the Miracle Theater Sunday, December 7th. This time featuring the catalog of none other than LaFace Records. You, Wild Bunch, LaFace, Miracle Theater, December 7th. Pull up, pull up, pull up.
Yeah. So December 7th, we are going to be doing LaFace this time. You know, some of y'all came, y'all got a chance to come see us do Death Row. We're gonna have to run Death Row back too, because too many people keep saying, like,
Yeah,
I gotta do
that
Death
was
Row
a dope
again.
show, man. Maybe
Yeah.
do some others, sprinkle in some other Death Row joints that we didn't do last time.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So we did Death Row first, then we did Bad Boy, which was off the chain too.
Yeah.
We did MCA, which was crazy. And now we're gonna do LaFace, which is, let me tell you, LaFace has so many hit records, man. And they got, you know, because they got so many branches too, because, you know, you think of Outkast, but then Outkast gives you the whole Dungeon family. And the Dungeon family gives you Goody Mob, and Goody Mob gives you CeeLo. You know, Babyface alone. We could probably just do a whole show with just Babyface songs. Literally just Babyface songs, and then you do a whole different show with just songs that he wrote for other people. That's right, Shannon. I would love to see you come down for that. It's gonna be fun. Like, I will say, we never not have a good time when we do these. Like, every time we do these, we have a ball on stage because it's just fun, you know, getting to that old music that we love. And then the audience have a great time because, you know, the way we present it where it feels like you at the concert or whatever label we're doing, you feel like you're at their concert. You know, we always have like a lot of cool, fun, special guests. I'm working on a couple more special guests for this one. People come out and, you know, we have different people come do different verses, different songs, just to make it feel like, you know, the original artist as much as we can. Y'all, come check us out December 7th. I promise you it's a good time, man. I promise you. You can get the ticket link on my page, and I think the ticket link is on the Wild Bunch Facebook page as well.
Yeah,
so
I got it on mine too.
Yeah. I should put the ticket link up in here, as a matter of fact. Yeah, man, it's like I said, it's really gonna be a good time. We are currently putting together the set list for what the show is gonna be this time. And when I say I'm having a hard time, like, even like while I'm doing a list, I was like, damn, he did the whole Soul Food soundtrack. Damn, he did, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I forgot he did the whole Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. He wrote the Whispers, like the Whispers first hits. Like, it's so much, but I'm just like, even when I tried to narrow it down, even when we doing sections for certain artists, you like, hey, you can't do just 3 Usher songs. You can't do just 3 Outkast songs. You know what I mean? And it's tough because we basically usually do like about an hour and a half. This might go to an hour and 45. I'm thinking it might go an hour and 45.
Yeah. Hey, and we haven't really even considered songs that LaFace, the production team, did. I know we're talking label, but if you branched out into production too, we'd be there all night and shit.
Literally all night. Yeah, you said LaFace is just producers. Like I say, it's so many sections, so many facets. You know, because I was just like, damn, like, I'm like, I had to kind of cut out looking at Babyface as a writer, because I like that would just open Pandora's box to way too much, and we wouldn't have had enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We would have basically had too much material and not enough time to honor what we're trying to honor for LaFace Records, because it's so much. You're right, Dave. It's so much, man. But I'm excited about the show. It's gonna be fun. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a good time. Like, every time we do it, people be dancing in the aisles, people be getting up in their seats. Like, it's really no joke. One of my favorite things for Wild Bunch to do is the label nights. It's like when I say we enjoy it, like we be on stage having a great time. That's one of those things. So Pastor Ox tonight too, we're gonna talk about an artist. Her name is Kirby, and she has a song called Miss Black America. We do not own the rights to this song. We do not own the rights to this YouTube video, but we're gonna play it, and I hope YouTube don't mute us. I mean, not YouTube. I hope Facebook don't mute us, because y'all be wilding with the mutes. Y'all even be muting songs that I wrote. Like, y'all be muting my own shit.
They still mute the fucking Shout video.
Yeah. the mashup video.
Yeah, and even though I got the notification from them that that it was cleared, and they, you know, they gave them the license information. They're like, okay, our bad. Then the audio ain't turned on. I uploaded the song again, and they muted it immediately. Like, you motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, man, they be, you know, that's what happened when you have bots running the show. But we're gonna play her record, and you know, hopefully you want to give y'all a chance to you know, maybe learn a new artist.
Yeah, she's dope.
Are you gonna play some songs from your album? Maybe, because we already an hour in, so I might play one.
Come on, man, we gotta give them at least one or two.
All right. So okay,
we
after
gotta
Kirby,
did we do Player Summer last time?
No, we didn't do Player Summer last week. I don't think.
Well, yeah,
we did. We did do Player Summer.
Did we do? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did play some last week. But okay, we'll play one, Shannon. We'll play one. All right, so let's get into this Miss Black America by Kirby. I think she's a really dope artist.
Yeah, she's dope, man.
Yeah.
Like country ass Erykah Badu.
Yeah. Really dope. And she writes some really poignant songs.
See, Mississippi is not actually Mississippi's problem. Mississippi is America's problem.
God bless America. You wanna free us, pay them teachers like they senators. I pray my brother see the king in his people. I pray my sister see the queen in her people. Yeah. I still pay my taxes, yet they pay us minimum wage. Pulled up with that pulled the shot, that ain't no case. Cause we ain't gonna rest until them folks is caged. Ooh. Yeah. I made $1 million and I never went to Harvard. I told my daddy he gon' have a wealthy daughter. Black of the berry melon in my alma mater. Ooh, we use a black mother, shut your mouth. And I won't rest until a black face on the Gucci. I seen the future and Wakanda ain't a movie. I talked to God, he said my skin was such a beauty. Ooh, we use a bad mother, shut your mouth. Hey, you's a bad mother. I'm trying to see them KK members go back undercover. And I'm so in my crooked letter south. Grew up next to Waffle House. My daddy on the field. I bet I'm gonna own it.
Show out for my people. I stand taller than steeples. Afro thick like sheep wool out the people. Try to creep up. We don't play no games with no races or no lane. This ain't chisel chickle. Check your chest up. You won't be the same. Country folk intelligent like by far. Ebonics with the start of it all. Had our own language despite the complaining. We built and sustained it. She couldn't understand it. Bang. I ain't got time for the haters in the bed talking down on the side.
Ooh, we use a bad mother, shut your mouth.
We far from a magic Negro. The Hollywood design and the whitewash heroes. More than an elevator worker or a bellhop server that gotta show you where the key go. More than a help. Granny cooked the meal. Don't hit the silk. The market unstable. I'm flipping the table like who could make bank off these cards we was dealt. Christmas. I'm a bad lick, shut my mouth. I'm a bad lick, shut my mouth. One more time. I'm a bad lick, shut my mouth.
Ooh, we use a bad mother, shut your mouth.
This country is desperately sick, and man is on the critical list. I really don't know where we go from here.
It's time for a new Mississippi.
Yeah. Hey, your audio, I can't hear you.
So that was Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby's badass. Her album is dope.
Her album is very dope. Her visuals are always dope.
Yeah.
The artist is Kirby. The song is Miss Black America, Kendall.
Yeah. But check out Jump the Broom too. Jump the Broom is dope. That's a slow joint that's real cool. I mean, the album is just, I like the whole album, but Jump the Broom is dope too.
All right, let's see what song we'll do today. Let's do. We did Merge Energy last week.
Yeah, I Still Care is a dope one.
Let's do I Still Care, because let's do something a little more melodic this week.
I Still Care is dope.
Yeah, so I Still Care is one of my favorite songs on the album, so we'll do that. So this is from the album Stop the World that will be out soon. This song is called I Still Care. Our song is going to radio soon, so once y'all hear it hit KJLH and KCRW, we need y'all to let them know that y'all love the song and y'all want to keep hearing it. So I will let y'all know as soon as it hit the airwaves, so y'all can start requesting the song and, you know, making sure that they know. Thank you, Shannon. All right, so this is I Still Care, and this one is funny because, you know, rest in peace, D'Angelo. This song was kind of influenced. This is like a D'Angelo influenced tune that we did a while back. So let's play it and get y'all thoughts.
I know it's been a long time. And I shouldn't have left you. But if I wouldn't have left you, I would have messed it all up because my mind was corrupt. Now who be living better now? Sweaters now. Drop top BMs. I'm the man, girlfriend. Now I learned a lot and earned a lot. Since the bridges ain't burned, can I get another shot? Yep, I wanna come for the number one spot. Yep, I want your legs shaking in that wet spot. I know you think I got nerve. Yeah, you wanna hit me with a sick curve. But I'm addicted to the things you do. I know you wanna get a piece of me too. I still care for you.
Oh, girl, I still care. Right here, baby. I want you to know that I still care for you. I still care. Don't go nowhere, baby. I want you to know that I really care for you.
I kinda knew from day one. You know the love I have for you will probably stay, hun. When obstacles we battle through, stay in the way. I stop and think and can't believe another day's gone, but I still care. Wonder if the love's still there. You found some guy, but can you really say he takes you there? Like speed, you know we make a pair, and all the thoughts I had that only me and you could share. Check it. But listening to other chicks, your best friend saying things that only made me sick. I should've headed to the source before the shit got thick. And maybe I still have the dime I used to call my miss. You know I care for you.
I still care. I really care for you to know that I still care. You're gone, baby. I still care. Stay right here. And I want you to know that I still care for you, baby. 'Cause I really care for you. I really, really I really care for you, baby. There's nobody.
So that was Still Care by Wild Bunch. One of my favorite tunes on the album. Cool little laid back joint. Yeah. I love playing that record live too. That's one that I love playing live. And as you guys can see, I put the link to the Outcast show in the chat. So if you want tickets to the show, boom, there's the link. Make sure y'all come, have a good time with us. And we got some things coming up too. We're gonna probably do like a single release for the Wild Bunch for the Shout record. We're gonna do a listening party, couple listening parties. We actually want to do more than one. So we're gonna do a few listening parties for Shout, for people to come out, hear some music, have some good food, some good drinks, just some chill stuff. And then we have to do one where we actually play the record. You know,
yeah,
like what
we
we
got to
play
do a whole Wild Bunch unplugged, man. I keep saying that, man, but that come to fruition.
Yeah, we definitely gonna be doing that. That's definitely gonna be on the books. So, hey, man, thank everybody for joining us today. This was a great show, y'all. I love when y'all be engaged like this. I love when the chat is going up. And tonight, the chat was going up. We had a lot of stuff to talk about. We will see you guys next week. There is no karaoke next week, so we will be here next week. So we just do the first and third Wednesdays. So we'll be here next week, guys. Yeah, and as the week goes, if there's anything y'all want us to talk about, you know, don't hesitate to hit me or V-Ray, hit us in our inbox or hit the Wild Bunch inbox and say, hey, can y'all talk about this week? If there's an artist y'all want us to talk about, send it so we could do our little research, listen to it, and be ready to do it past the aux on them. All that, even if it's a local artist, even if it's somebody y'all know personally, you know what I'm saying? I think that'll be fun just to get into some
that's
different type of music. Cool. Yeah, some different type of vibe. So if it's somebody that y'all know personally, y'all want us to do it past the aux, y'all want us to review their music and play it on the show, send it to us. Just know we're gonna do an honest review. We're gonna do honest review. If you send your auntie cousin's joint and it ain't cracking, and don't be mad at us if we tell the truth. You know what I mean? But that would be fun. So, like I said, if there's any new artists or up and coming artists or people that y'all know that you know might want us to review their music, send it to us and we'll make it a past aux.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah. So, man, again, thank everybody for joining. We're about to get up out of here. So good chilling with all you guys. We'll see y'all next time. Wild Thoughts. We are out of here.
They really, really ought to know those one-track minds that took you for a working boy. Kiss them goodbye. You shouldn't have to jump for joy. You shouldn't have to jump for joy. And in return you gave Shout, shout, let it all out. Things gonna feel like come on. I'm talking to you. Come on. And when you're taken down to God, if I could change your mind, I'd really like to break your heart. I'd really like to break